you could just walk us through the basics of it. It's that and, but, and therefore, and why is that such an effective hook for telling a story?
I found it by going from the complex hero's journey, the 10-step story cycle system, down to, oh, it all actually starts right here with this ABT. The reason, Charles, why it works is they use the three forces of story. And by that, I mean agreement, which is like act one of any great story. We agree this is where this story begins, and here's our protagonist, here's what they want, and here's why that's important to them. Of course, in an ABT, your audience is always the center of the story. They're the protagonist. So we're looking at you and say, Charles, you guys are doing such great work there, and you want to bring in more leaders so that you can have the impact in the world you see. So you're nodding, right? So that's the major trigger word, but it's not happening as quickly as you like, maybe because you're leading with logic and reason when what your audiences really want is that emotional pull of a story. So now we've introduced the contradiction, the conflict. So we've got agreement, contradiction. The third force is consequence. What is the consequence of that agreement, then that contradiction? Our cause and effect limbic system wants to close that story loop and say, okay, Park, how does this thing end? Well, let me show you, come on over to IMS and we can do this, 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 and this, for you. So that's the power of the and, but, and therefore. It is deceptively simple because it takes work. You gotta just do them over and over again, and it builds this narrative intuition of setup, problem, resolution. And that's where all really powerful business and leadership storytelling begins.